Hey YouTube, coming at you with a legend run from Aquarican in the Ultra League, and they say, I ran this team from 2500 to 3004. I had to face a lot of fighters, and being ABB weak to fighting greedent really helps to bring them out and do valuable chip. I went up and down the season from 2800 to 2100, and then got as high as 2838 and went back down to 2300. And when Ultra League started, I climbed back to 2500, and this team took me the rest of the way. So congratulations on Legend. Again, this is a very easy ABB style team. Tentacruel lead. You're trying to draw out a fighter with greedent, so you safe swap greedent. If you don't see a fighter on the lead, I mean, if you have like a neutral matchup, or if you have a great matchup, if you see a fighter or something that you do like fair, you stay. Otherwise, you go into greedent. Try and draw out that fighter. Only normal, only weak to fighting. Try and draw out Annihilape or something like that, and then Tentacruel will beat it. Oh, I mean, poison is resisted by Annihilape, but generally beats the fighters, and then Scrafty will roam free. So let's take a look at it in action. So there's your fighter right off the bat. This is a great matchup. They will probably leave. There is a Drapion. So Mudshot, Body Slam should outpace the Drapion here. And again, this is here we go. This is where this is done in this season, and next season, Drapion is going to be even better with the poison stings doing more damage, right? So Drapion is already very spammy, and these poison stings are just going to be doing more damage next season. So that's why I think it's going to be a great safe swap. Hit the crunch on the Greedent, got the defense fall. Greedent is very spammy though with these body slams, which will get nerfed next season, so probably not as good. But definitely going to outpace with these Mudshot body slams, especially if they're just going crunch. They live with 1 HP. Your defense is lowered. I think it's worth the shield. Yeah, your defense is lowered, and the crunch probably it'd be close. It probably would take you out from there with your defense lower. So I think you just kind of have to shield because you really need to keep switch here. So keeping switch here, getting off the body slam. That's not gonna. Hopefully get off one more. No, that's fine. It's not like you need to worry about moves. Just switch clock's already done. Double poison team, which this team like this, is that what Scrafty looks like as a shiny? Weird. A double poison team like this will be very okay. They've kind of lagged out here. You got a lot of extra counters there through. I'm focused more on the other. Like you're gonna win this matchup because you had a lot, like just hard alignment throughout. But the other opponent's team, fighter. Double poison like that, throw in a Machamp with Drapion and Skunk. That is going to be a very strong team next season, something like that. So if you're looking for team ideas, the opponent's team, yeah, put in Pangoro. No, I wouldn't put in well, I guess it does not matter too much. Machamp or Pangoro, and then you have your Drapion and Skunk in the back. And you should do great. They are shielding, trying to fight this matchup out, trying to lower your attack or hit you with Scald and try and, trying to do both. The only problem is these counters are actually adding up with the Scald. So now you need to shield and hope you can poison jab down before they get to another icy wind here. Like that was that was a way closer than you thought it should be, given alignment there. Okay, Feraligatr, going to stay in for a bit, knowing that Hydro is resisted. Going to shield up the Hydro anyways because it's still going to hurt. So this is kind of an interesting strategy because you still need to try and draw out a fighter. So it's either you try and catch a Hydro on the Greedent here, or you take one resist move. You got to get out here though. You can poison, and they get out into Giratina. Oh, and it's a Dragon Breath Giratina at that, so that's kind of annoying. Claws would have been double resisted on the Greedent. Shadow Claw, that is. But now they're throwing Dragon Claw. You have Crunch though, so this will hit super effective, but non-stab from a Greedent on a very tanky. Ooh, if you're going to take a crunch, you want to take the first one in case your defense gets lowered. Don't shield the first one up if you're Giratina, because if your defense gets lowered like that right there, you want to have the shield for the next ones. So don't shield up the first crunch being Giratina because you're so tanky. But the Dragon Breath obviously made this a way better matchup for Giratina than Shadow Claw would. Get off the second crunch, and they give up switch into a Poliwrath. Interesting. That's aggressive. The thing is, they're going to have an Icy Wind here, and even if you shield, they may shield your back, but they can potentially counter down or definitely get the Icy Wind off here. So they may shield and just commit to the counter down, recognizing that you're weak here. Yeah, that's smart by your opponent. They just fully recognize that you're weak here. And that this thing still has energy. And they got a second move off, so this is rough. I was surprised by their aggressiveness, but that aggressiveness is paying dividends right now. Banking the move, kind of heads up play there. Banking all that energy, saving it, have some energy here. Just need to get this out of here. They're locked. Claws are resisted, so they can't claw you down there. So you have a move. You have a move banked there. Try and just get the body slam off. Not quite, but you have a move banked. And you throw the Thunder Punch because maybe you forgot what side the super effective foul plays on. Okay, or it doesn't matter in the ending, but yeah, obviously don't do that. Okay, this is the interesting matchup because Annihilape was the go-to fighter in this meta. Not surprising, right? It was dominant. But Poison Jab is resisted here, but so is the counter. So now you're throwing your charge moves here. They do just go straight Shadow Ball, so that is a lot of damage. If they shield, now they can just go Night Slash, and you are in trouble because they will definitely throw here before you get to the move, forcing your shield. I think it is worth the shield to try and grab another one here. You have to come greedent because counter is resisted and just going to instant swap so you don't get countered down. That's probably correct. They can't throw Shadow Ball because that's resisted, so they just have to go Night Slash. So you got a little bit of a benefit from that. Hope they don't boost because that would be a really tough situation. Get the crunch off. Obviously not enough to take out. Body Slam's double resist. Defense lowered. Body Slam double resisted. Could it take out from this range? Not going to test that. But now they give up switch and you get a couple Body Slams off here. So that's not the worst case scenario. Get a Body Slam off there. I would go, yeah, I was supposed to say you have to go back to back or else they're going to. Now they're dry. So I think you come Scrafty and just get ahead on energy here. They're going to get to a Hydro. Oh, nice heads up catch. They threw right on 5 last time. They throw right on 5 this time. That's why you can't make it that obvious. And I would throw before they get to the move on 4. Look at you. This is a legend run. Heads up catch on the 5. Going right before they get to the Hydro on 4 there. Take that out. Have some energy. Ooh. Yeah, let's get these foul plays off because, I mean, Focus Blast is the move that would take you out. But because it can take you out, they could also just Zap Cannon here. And you are going to call that, and they do. And that's the problem why you go straight Focus Blast here, people. This is a heads-up play. Because you're going to get outpaced. Yes, counter super effective. But like, as we saw here, this foul play, even though these counters are super effective, this foul play does what? Like 15, 20%, right? Yes, the counters are adding up, but you still need one more foul play and maybe a Thunder Punch. Maybe you can counter down there. And you just get outpaced here. So they just go straight Focus Blast. You can't catch anything. So they probably win. But they decide to bait to try and now you can shield a move here. Oh, and they're going to get farmed down. You're going to have a move. What a dumb play by your opponent. Never bait people. That's not true. Bait in smart situations. That's not a good situation to bait. You just need to take it out. Giving you the lifeline. Nice call on the bait there. Okay, bad lead coming in here. They're staying. Okay, so clearly they don't have a fighter. Getting chip off here and burning the switch clock is a good situation. They do not have a fighter. They are coming in. I don't know if... I think in terms of damage... Okay, so you get the defense fall. I think in terms of damage per energy, Body Slam is better. Obviously, Crunch hits harder. I think, let me just check out greedent stats in the current season just to check this out. And you get the defense fall, so it could be potentially better to throw crunch there, but no, it's not even close. Okay. So I knew stab was going to come into play here a lot. I don't know if lowering, hey, PvP tournament. I don't know if that crunch there is worth it. So all this is for naught. It's very, very useful information for the next week and not at all useful for next season because Body Slam is nerfed next season. But because you get same type attack bonus on Body Slam because you are normal typing and it is a normal type move, for a 35 energy move, you actually do 72 damage, which is 2.06. So I knew damage per energy would be more. It is actually more damage, just raw damage. So you do 72 damage with Body Slam and only 7D with Crunch. So you should 100% be throwing Body Slam all the time. I know you got the defense fall and that's nice, but Body Slam is definitely the way to go there in a neutral matchup. So going to shield the Scald, and they snipe you, which is fine. You let that go, and you get now your Scrafty on it. You take that all the time. They'll get you a move here. It's a shadow. You can let it go though. It'll be like 50%. Not even. Yeah, Scrafty's pretty bulky in the Ultra League. Got to worry about if they have something weak to fight in the back. They already showed Tentacruel. They got to have a second answer to. Okay, it is an answer to fighter to a certain extent, resisting the counter and having a Moonblast here, but they probably did not want to see a dark one on the lead here. And if they have Moonblast, that means they can only throw Grass Knot on Tentacruel. Unless they're running, I've seen Moonblast Future Sight combos, so they bait you with Grass Knot, so that is unfortunate. Let's see, or you're trying to catch a Moonblast. You both try and simultaneously catch. You got to put the do not disturb on, man. How can you hate playing? I don't care about the... Oh, it's a Future Sight, so that's why they went. Okay. It is a Future Sight. If I was playing and I got notifications all the time, I would just be distracted and stuff like that. So they're going to farm up, throw the Grass Knot here. Smart energy, trying to get as much energy as they can. Grass Knot will take you out. They'll get to a Grass Knot here. You win CMP, so it doesn't matter. I don't even think a Grass Knot takes out Scrafty from this range. Yeah, you got way too much health. They wouldn't take out anyways. Okay, Tentacle Greedent. You're going to stay in, I think, a little bit to get off one Scald. Again, this is where, if you don't understand ABB style teams, this is where some people may mess up here. You have an ABB style team, so you need to try and draw out a fighter. You have to safe swap Greedent eventually. If you just safe swap Greedent right away, you're behind on energy and you're going to lose that matchup. So there's no point of safe swapping right away. So staying in, getting off those poison jabs, and a Scald to either grab a shield or do chip is probably the right way to go. And then you get into your Greedent while you still have a good amount of health left on the Tentacruel. So take that Body Slam. Going to get the Scald off. Probably going to do one or two more poison jabs, and then you need to get out into your Greedent. There's the one and catch, right? There you go. Catching video, one and catch. ABB style team, you need to draw out the Greedent, chipping, and before you get out into this mid game. Like, these are the types of things that are automatic to me, and if you want to become a legend, should be automatic to you. Like, you need to know how to play through these matchups like this. So Body Slam, they're not getting out, which means they don't have an answer to this right away. So what they're going to do is just try and chip you and then align with something that's probably got like a neutral matchup against you, knowing your front Pokemon. So they got a Charmer. And that's why they did not get out right away, because if they got out and then charm this down, then the Tentacruel will get on them. So what they're going to do is just like probably let this go, and then know that you have the Tentacruel, and they're just going to try and go two shield, whatever's in the back. And what is in the back? A Giratina, and that has Shadow Claw. So now it's a Dragon Claw versus Foul Play, and basically Tentacruel should sweep here in the ending after a bunch of foul plays here. They may try to like snipe you with a charm. Yeah, so that's what they're going to do. They're going to double shield these foul plays. They're going to try and chip you a ton with Dragon Claw. They're going to try and snipe you with the charm here. Right? Because these Dragon Claws are coming pretty fast on you. So if you let one go, you're basically like in charm range because you're double weak to charm. So they're just going to double shield. There's the second shield. If you let this go, you're running the risk of you being charmed down here. Instant swap. Yeah, you can see. You can see all of this coming from a mile away. You can see every single thing coming from a mile away. You have the blizzard, so you could just one-shot this into oblivion anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, I could see your plays coming from a mile away. I can see your opponent's plays coming from a mile away. And that's just having played this game forever. Like, there's only certain ways to play through these matchups, right? Coming in with the Scrafty is smarter on a shadow. Ooh, Sludge Bomb. Did not expect that. There goes the next thing I was going to say. The recommended moveset, Drapion. Here's why Drapion's tricky. I actually kind of like Sludge Bomb more on Drapion, even though Aqua Tail does make sense in a lot of situations. So, there's only 3 movesets you're using on Drapion. Aqua Tail, Crunch, and Sludge Bomb. So you were probably smart coming in Scrafty because the recommended moveset on a Shadow Drapion is Aqua Tail and Crunch. So if you come in here against a Drapion and they have only a non-stab Aqua Tail, you're in a really good situation. The fact that they actually had Sludge Bomb and they landed it makes this a little trickier now. She should still be okay in the long run, but definitely makes this a way more. Well, they're going to grab a shield here. They're just going to go straight Sludge and grab a shield here. And now Drapion, as a safe swap, has done its job, right? That's what you want. And in the back is Annihilape. So going to counter down. You do get to a second foul play. This will add up a lot of chip here. They are basically letting it go. What do they have in the front again? Have energy, so this is probably a Shadow Ball. Going to commit the shield. Ooh. Double baiting. I mean, not double baiting, but baiting. Nice catch there. You're really good at counting because you've caught in a bunch of moves very properly. Throwing the body slam, I think they were trying to get to the Shadow Ball and bank it, but now you're just forcing their shield, and they are getting a Shadow Ball and banking it. Oh, did they have are they running ABB style fight? I forget what was on the lead. I missed the first part. I was so busy admiring my calls from the last battle, I didn't actually focus on the lead. Okay, so we're in the greedent matchup. You don't have shields. They got 2 fighters left. They definitely got to move banked on. They're probably just going. Oh, I thought they'd farm down here, but I thought they farm down and try and come out with some energy because they need to combo your Tentacruel with some charge moves here. They still get to a charge move. I think they have a Shadow Ball banked. At minimum, they have a Night Slash banked. Getting off the Scald. So they shield. I think they're trying to get to another Body Slam, so you're not going to let them. Going with the Scald. If they have Shadow Ball, I think it's over. If they do not, Poison Jab down. So they probably just had it like in between, like a Night Slash and Shadow Ball energy. So again, we're going to play this out probably the same way. We're going to take a move. We're going to throw a Scald. We're going to eventually go into greedent here. So throw the Scald. I assume you're going to do the 1 and catch again. And this time they do not throw. And again, they're staying in, but this time they finally get out into Ampharos. Now, the only problem for Ampharos is now that you have a lot of energy. So you already got a Body Slam off. You can get another Body Slam off here. Mud shots are super effective, although don't do much. So unless this thing's got Focus Blast in the back, you should be very easy to flip switch here. So getting off another Body Slam that you can just flip switch or take this out. They may shield to try and get a shield off on you here. If you want, you can like shield and farm down here. So that's exactly what you're going to do. Shielding and farming down here. Ooh. Heads up snipe. I'm surprised you're actually shielding. I know you have a lot of energy. I'm surprised you just don't let that go and just come scrafty, get a bunch of energy on scrafty and just come out with energy advantage. With a shield. So Feraligatr comes in. They do have a shield. You do not have a shield now, right? Because you just burned it on greedent to bank that energy. Get a Thunder Punch off. Not enough to take out. Hydro. You'll probably live a Hydro. You'll be in the red, but you'll live a Hydro from this range. So you get another Thunder Punch off. They may shield because they're pretty low elsewhere, so they kind of have to shield. But they're not going to be able to take you down, so they're going to have to throw. Because claws are resisted, so now they're just dumping their energy, so you should be able to sweep pretty easy. Going to use that banked energy to just take this out. And what do they have left again? Not much Ampharos for the win. So congrats on Legend. I didn't see the actual, because they were just like, the problem is when you guys send battles, people send, again, you can send me battles any way you want. So it's easier to edit when there's single battles. Like this, it's easier to drag in single battles and edit there, as opposed to like when you guys send me like 30-minute battles and I need to like find where like the 30 seconds of the start and end of the match and start of the next match are and delete that. So it's easier from editing there. But this user just sent me like 14 or 15 individual battles with like no names attached to it. So it's just like it's just random letters. Like it's whatever random letters are saved as the file name. So there's no like, this is my legend battle. This is a win or loss. So like when that happens, I just kind of like pick 10, the first 10 that I get, and I put them in. So we didn't see, I don't even know if we saw a loss there, and we didn't see the legend runs, the legend itself. So again, you guys don't need to do that stuff, but if you want to like specify like this is a win, this is a loss, like cover this battle please, like that makes it easier for me when you're submitting battles. But anyways, thanks for the team. Does this team work next season? Mudshot is nerfed. So I think if you want to just, and counter is nerfed. Never mind. Counter is nerfed into the ground. It's funny because it's not nerfed in the ground. It just got one lower energy damage. What did they nerf on it? Anyways, it's just one level down, and that's enough to just make all these counter users irrelevant. So if you want an ABB style team like this, again, I expect to see Licky and expect to see Miltanks and stuff maybe as the safe. So again, I expect Feraligatr and Drapion as your safe swaps. But if you want the normal type safe swaps, you're looking at Licky and you're looking at Miltank. And then in that back, you could do Machamp, but Machamp's not weak to fighting, so that ABB style. Pangoro is, though. So if you want to use Pangoro, that ABB style works from that perspective. So Miltank or Licky, and then Pangoro, because Pangoro has the same typings as Scrafty. So if you want to do that next season, that is an option. But only half of you are watching this that normally watch, because this is an Ultra League battle. So anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.